Number two, get away with faking or at least exaggerating a quote-unquote injury, which was no more than a bruised thigh. And yet the truth was he just wanted to rest for stretches last year. And he wound up playing 9 out of 82 games for a Spurs team that still had Tony Parker and still had Manu Ginobili playing at a high level. And that team could have made a run last year if it had its quote-unquote best player who flat out quit and forced his way out of town and up to Toronto. And now Toronto is stuck with him. And ESPN reported yesterday they're doing everything in their power to accommodate this guy because they want this guy to re-sign long-term with Toronto. And I'm going to say good luck with long-term because he has figured out he can beat the system. He'll play 3 or 4 games at a high level, and he'll get some MVP consideration. He'll get a little buzz going, and all of a sudden, he just doesn't feel like playing. And my man, Tony Parker, called him out late last year.
Tony needs to sit down.
Yeah. Tony Parker had a ruptured quadriceps muscle, ruptured it, tore it in 2 in the playoff game against Memphis a year back. And Tony Parker rushed back because he thought they had a chance to win last year, and he jeopardized his career rushing back. And so finally, he came out late in the year in April and said, my injury was 100 times worse than that guy's.
You never compare injuries.
Okay, but it was a bruised thigh. And again, now he's seeing ghosts. Now he's imagining he's more hurt than he is. But he's also figured out, I can just beat the system here because I can play whenever I really feel like it. And you know what? Somewhere, Michael Jordan is just rolling his eyes over this because this guy is getting away with near murder. Way to go, Toronto. He's yours.
No way not.
Yep.
You need to stop this, Skip. He hurt. Plus, he need to rest. He's living his best rest. Skip, I ain't going back and forth with you about no Kawhi. Now, he's done moved on from San Antonio, and you and Pop still got it in from this guy.
He doesn't. I do.
He was never going to win the MVP for the very reason you outlined. He doesn't play back-to-backs, and they're 11-3 without him. So you're
Why
never
aren't you playing back-to-backs?
What
What are you doing?
You know, if you don't play back-to-back and the team is 11-3 without you, you're not winning no MVP.
That's a good basketball team. That team's got some talent.
If they were 3-11 without you, now you have an argument.
True.
But considering that for no apparent reason you've missed 14 games. And LeBron James with an injured groin has missed 15. You're not getting no MVP because their voters are like, hold on.
You're disqualified.
You're 27. Right. At least they can look at LeBron like LeBron has played 16 years. He's played basically at least 75 games every year. Finals after finals after finals with Olympics sprinkled in. They can get him being nicked at this point in time of his career. But Kawhi at 27 doesn't play back-to-backs as you said, missed basically 5 months of the season last year. Nah, he was never going to win the MVP.
He just took 4 games off for no apparent reason.
But this is what they have.
What?
This is what they have to do, Skip. Because if they don't,
well, I got it.
You know, he's the type of guy that if you push, he gonna walk.
You're held hostage.
Skip, he went through something traumatic. I read up on him. You know, he saw his father killed in front of him. So and his mom says he was never the same kid after that.
And then his uncle took over all of his business affairs and basically runs his professional life.
Right.
Okay.
Well, you said something about Toronto accommodating him. What stars don't get accommodated by their team? They all every team does something to accommodate their stars. If it's less practice time, while everybody else is out on the court grinding, sometimes guys are sitting on the bike. Just whatever. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, but the game's the thing. You know this, and I know. If you were on that team right now, you would not be happy with that guy.
I mean, if we're 11-3 and we still rocking and say I'm getting a few more minutes and a few more buckets, I'd be happy. I'd be fine with that.
Okay, but in the big picture, you're starting to wonder.
If he's going to be there in the big picture. If he's there, I think he will be. And this ain't nothing new. Pop rests players all the time. You know, he was the one
his choice.
But listen, he's the one that started it. So he started it and planted that like, oh, you know what? Maybe I can save my legs a little bit. So he just picked up what Pop was put down.
At the slightest, you said Pop would rest guys if they had the slightest thing.
Yeah.
So Kawhi's looking at I got a little
okay, remember.
If the coach can make that decision, I'm going to make the decision.
They rested him for the first half of the year. And finally, what did I tell you? The most conservative, conventional, player-friendly medical staff in sports cleared him in January. 100% you can play. And what did he do? No, I'm still hurt. I got a thigh bruise.
Well, if somebody clear you don't mean that you still don't feel right. I mean, everybody heals different.
And plus,
Everybody.
he old school. You know, Kawhi Master, he got them Duke braids and everything. So, you know, Kawhi is not conventional.
You know what? I don't think he's old. I think he's new, brand new school.
No.
This is a new school.
Skip, the man driving a Chevy Blazer.
Okay.
Four-door.
Yeah,
I had one of them in 1990. And he's driving one in 2018.
Okay, I got you, but when your era's players came up, they just played. They just played. They played how many times did Jordan play all 82 games? Like 9
We're talking about a grown man league. Now this league is so much younger than it was 10 years ago, you know?
It's the AAU baby league, right?
Well, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Basically, a lot of guys are top AAU kids, and then they go 1 year, and then they're in the NBA.
You have a son who's becoming a product, but you're trying to toughen him up. You're trying to get him out of that
well, yeah, he's not
spoiled mentality.
Yeah, it's tough too. He's not really spoiled. I mean, we could say he's spoiled, but he doesn't walk around and act like it. You know what I mean? He's usually the hardest worker on the court and stuff like that. But I have a theory.
By the way, he's a senior in high school and is going to Arizona State, where you went. Okay.
Yep. I got a theory for Kawhi Leonard sitting out the last 4 games. Right. The Suns, right, last place in the West. Grizzlies, second to last, and the Kings, 10th. And then they lost to the Pacers. But that next game after the Pacers is the Beard. He coming. Get some rest.
Lock him down.
We not helping.
He gonna lock him down. I bet Beard don't score.
I can't wait to see this.
Better case, Beard don't get 30.
I can't wait to see this. You got the best defender.
Don't get 30. I bet a case.
Seriously?
If Kawhi plays, the Beard ain't getting 30.
I'll take that right now.
Kawhi.
So you got the best defender against the best one-on-one player. I can't wait to watch this.
Hey, when he come out there in them orthopedics, them New Balance he got on, man, Kawhi.
I wasn't even gonna speak on them.
Oh, right there, DM up.
They better have some grip.
Okay, so I'm going to take, let me get this straight. James Harden has to score 30 or more points.
30 or more, or 31.
Okay. I don't even know where the game is. Is it at Toronto?
It's in Toronto.
I don't have that right here.
Okay. I'm not sure.
That would change it.
In Houston. It's in Houston. I got you. Yes, I got it. I'm
so
good.
He got to get 31
or 30. You proposed the bet, and I took
Shannon,
it.
you set it up.
Was that not?
But
You
I thought
said it. I took it.
30 or 31.
31. You got to get 31 points.
So over
31.
30.
No, 30.
No, 31. 31.
No,
31. 30 is a
He
push.
said over 30.
Okay, for a case.
I better not lose on a point.
If you do, I'll bring the case if it comes down to 1 point.
Just think I got even because you took a bet. There wasn't no Tom Brady. You're going to be 6, Skip.
So y'all not interested in that matchup? What James been doing and how great defensively he is, the best. I mean, that's going to be.
Well rested.
I can't wait to watch that.
D him up.
I got this.
Kawhi gonna D him up, and then they gonna throw.
I think that's what Kawhi was saying. I got this. I'll rest these 4 games, and I don't want any help.
He was pointing toward James Harden.
Because James Harden was starting to put in his work this last month. He's like, oh, wait, when we play them? Oh, there they is. Oh, there's a little soft spot in the schedule. I'll relax here, get my legs together.
That's how Jordan,
make sure my New Balance got grip.
Michael
I'm
Jordan
good.
used to do that. He used to look at the schedule and say, you know what? The Knicks are coming. They're so physical. Or Detroit's coming.
Because you know why?
The bad boys.
Because
that's a different era. We just got done talking about different eras, though.
About?
We just got done talking about different eras, though. It's different eras. That era is totally different.
And you know what else was different? Scottie Pippen guarding the best player on the opposing.
No, but Jordan was a defender. We can't. Jordan defended. Come on, man. You can't say nothing about him.
Wait a second. How many Defensive Player of the Year awards has LeBron won? How about 0? How about Michael did win one Defensive Player of the Year?
We was talking about Kawhi.
He got
and Jordan. LeBron, he's singing.
You see what I'm talking about? You talking about that?
Man, every time. Man, you find a way to slip it in.
You know what's gonna happen.
I don't know. Case? I got a case.
That's a tough one, man. Because you get them free throws, man. You gotta forget he gets calls.
Kawhi played D without them fouls.
If they switch somehow in transition, he gonna go to that line. I bet you go to the line over 10 times.
We gonna put
easily.
We might be in trouble for you.
That's what I'm saying. He's in trouble because he's gonna go to the line.
Now you're gonna put Siakam on him. So you're gonna
rotate.
Keep a fresh body on him at all times.
Well, then why did he need to take off 4 games? He's got a 3-headed monster, right?
That's his theory.
I liked yours.
My theory. That's my theory.
Thank you for joining us. It makes a lot of sense. Let's see what he does. This is going to be interesting. So why are Tom Brady's teammates calling him an old-ass man? Let's count how many times I've been saying that about good old Tom lately. We'll discuss next.